Hello, my name is Robin Rodricks. I'm director of the San Mateo County Arts Commission. As our commission works to support a creative economy with equal access to arts and culture, we are asking members of our community, you, to support the San Mateo County Strong Fund, which was established by the San Mateo County Board of Supervisors to assist individuals and families, nonprofits, and small businesses that have been impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. Please consider making a donation now by visiting smcstrong.org. I promise any amount you give will make a difference in someone's life. During this period of uncertainty and isolation, many people have turned to the arts, including poetry, to seek solace and to make connections. Here and now are some of our wonderful San Mateo County poets to share their own messages of hope with you. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Eileen Casanero, serving as the current Poet Laureate of San Mateo County. I was raised in the spirit of bayanihan, which means helping out your neighbors and working as a community to achieve a particular goal. I'm here to ask you to please support the San Mateo County Strong Fund, which in turn will assist individuals, families, nonprofits, and small businesses affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. And in the spirit of unity, I'd like to share part of a poem I wrote for San Mateo County. If I were a weaver, I would gift you a basket made of sandbar, willow, and tule, bright as cinnabar. But I can only write this poem, a tributary, to carry the weight of water as it flows and hefts the meaning of you, giver and taker, and everything that I knew. Thank you, God bless you. We are San Mateo County Strong.
Hi, Caroline Goodwin here. I served as San Mateo County's Poet Laureate from 2014 to 2016. And I'd like to start today with a brief quote by the great poet Adrienne Rich, who said, "Art means nothing if it simply decorates the dinner table of power, which holds it hostage." So as we're sheltering in place here in San Mateo County and holding each other up at the same time, I'm grateful to have this opportunity to share some of my art with you, my poetry from my collection, The Paper Tree, and I'll be reading a poem called When the Rain. When we watch over the beach, over the snowy plover seeking shelter in the couch grass, with our hands opening to the west, and forget ourselves in the narrow corridor in filaments of sunlight that remain. When we detect the first dry leaves along the pavement scratching at our arms, and remember the blood in Ferguson, in Jasper, in Iguala, in our streets, the trees lighting up our living rooms with silver tinsel and ornaments. When we drink the clear water, clean water, the sky returning to its feathered clouds and stillness, and we come out, let us come out with our eyes open and with our hearts prepared for both the battle and the feast.
I'm Lisa Rosenberg. I served as the second Poet Laureate of San Mateo County. I'm speaking today for San Mateo County Strong. It's our 7th week of sheltering in place. I'm going to share a poem that's very new. It's in progress still, but this isn't finished enough draft. And I want to share it because it's part of my own process of being with uncertainty and fearful circumstances, being curious about what surrounds me, and finding ways to tell stories and share connection. Poetry is one of the places where that happens. It's called 7 Sisters. To see the Pleiades in a cluster of weeds, 7 constellated starbursts of dandelion, plain-faced, wearing joy's hue in a season of grief and birth, in starkest proximity. Soon they will be seed heads, sheer globes whose tiny pilots the wind lifts to root elsewhere, as they have done for ages and ages. Beside us, above us, such soft geometries to narrate and receive. I hope this time will bring you moments for connection through curiosity and stories as you shelter and stay safe and stay strong, San Mateo County.
Hello, San Mateo County. My name is Jacky Rigoni. I'm the Poet Laureate for Belmont, California. During these difficult times, I like to turn to poetry, writing it, reading it. You know, even way back to 13th century Persian poet Rumi and before, all the way through 21st century poet Layli Longsoldier, we're reminded that we are not the first to struggle and we won't be the last, but we can stay strong and stick together and pull each other through. The poem I'd like to read for you is my own. It's called In the Weeds. It's not that you are struggling right now. Something is struggling to grow through you. You are out in the garden, straining and yanking, but those are not weeds. Lay down your shovel. Take off your gloves. Keep reading poetry. Stay together. Stay healthy. Stay hopeful. And stay San Mateo County strong.
In praise of our first liners who lay their health and their lives on the line to preserve the health and lives of unknown others in our society. And this includes the nurses, doctors, food service workers, deliverers, firemen, policemen, anyone who can find it in themselves also to be generous during this crisis. I offer you these words of Sir Winston Churchill, the onset of the Battle of Britain. Let us therefore brace ourselves to our duties, and so bear ourselves that if the British Empire and its Commonwealth last 1,000 years, men will still say, this was their finest hour. To lay your bodies and your health on the line for the lives and health of unknown others. You are our finest, and this is your finest hour. Thank you very much.
I'm Joe Cottonwood. Here's a message to the frontliners. It's a poem I wrote called My Daughter Says. My daughter says every seed has a spirit. We are seeds. My daughter says seeds can grow into trees from a crack in a boulder. We can lift sidewalks. We bend and yet are strong. You too, she says. You lift sidewalks. You bend and yet are strong. You flower. You bear fruit. You sustain us all. You are where the monkeys play, where the raccoon sleeps, where the hawk nests. May your roots take hold. May you be wise so young. May you grow so old.